Invest and earn up to $2,000 in bonus silver at GoldSilver.com. It's easy. Step 1. Open any GoldSilver storage account excluding IRAs. Step 2. Purchase your precious metals. Step 3. Get up to $2,000 in bonus silver dropped straight into your vault. Visit GoldSilver.com/free silver to claim your silver.
Gold stepping in and ultimately winning is what will eventually solve this problem, but it's going to come at the cost of a lot of pain to a lot of people, but a lot of winnings to precious metals investors. Hi, it's Mike Maloney and Alan Hibbard once again, and Alan has found a single tweet, or I guess it's an X now, of a chart that we're going to discuss here, and I think you're going to find it fascinating. Alan, what have you got?
Yeah, thanks, Mike. I found this tweet on Twitter, or a post on X, whatever we call it these days. And Grady here says, there will be no bubble phase in this gold bull market. So we're used to a bull market going up and gold becomes overvalued and then there's a correction. He's basically saying that's not going to happen. So because this time around, after the present final third bull move, which is this big red line here, the world will have a new monetary system backed by gold. This will pin gold at the highs value-wise, meaning there is no bubble. And that means this is not only a normal bull market, it is also a global monetary system reset. It is vital to grasp that this is not gold going up, it is mostly currencies depreciating. So for heaven's sake, do not miss it. What do you think about that, Mike? No bubble phase of this bull market.
If you read my first book that came out in 2008, it talks about this. I do believe that he's right in a lot of this, except when you talk about bubble phase, yes, there will be a bubble phase economically, maybe not in price, where it goes up and then crashes down in price, but it's going to go up in value to where it's out of whack with the rest of the economy. And the rest of the economy has to catch up through basically inflation or deflation. But what will happen is the price of goods and services will end up falling into balance eventually with the price that gold miners are able to get for their gold. In order to have gold as a monetary system, the central bank or the treasuries of each country have to stand ready to buy or sell gold in unlimited quantity at a specific price. Let's say that the U.S. says gold is $20,000 per ounce today. A gold standard is self-funding. It's really quite a hat trick. This is sleight of hand, a shell game. You say it's $20,000 an ounce. Well, nobody's going to be buying it from the government at $20,000 an ounce. Everybody's going to be selling it to the government at $20,000 an ounce. And how does the government afford to buy it? Well, they're printing gold notes. They print an IOU for gold. They buy the gold with the IOU. The gold they bought now backs the IOU they printed. It's a trick. But it does stabilize the currency. However, suddenly the whole mining industry would be getting super rich compared to the rest of the economy. And all of that has to sort of trickle out. They will be making more and more purchases, hiring people, and as they pay people, as they expand, all of this, it happened back from 1934 through 37. Things equalized after a while. Gold went from $20.67 an ounce to $35 an ounce, and the world didn't come to an end. Yes, we should go on a new global monetary system. The one we have is highly immoral. But economically, there will be a bubble phase. When you're talking about the measurement in US dollars, perhaps it doesn't go up and then come down and crash. But against other assets, it will eventually, gold will be overvalued for a while, and then it may take years for the rest of the economy to get that back into balance again, but it will go into balance. I do believe that he's absolutely right in a whole lot of these things. Let me see. Global monetary system reset. Oh, that his currency's depreciating. You and I have said it a few hundred times in the past several years, and I've said it several thousand times during my career. However, there's one thing I want to point out in this chart, and it's a great chart, and my comments to Grady. It's a fantastic chart. I believe he's spot on here. You'll notice that the third bull move that he's got labeled here is about the size of the first bull move. Well, that first bull move isn't one bull move. It was two separate moves, and it very, very much mirrors the moves that we've been going through. Where this is two halves to what I consider a huge bull market with a correction in the middle. It's just a correction to an overbought scenario that happened back in 2011. That's what that big cup and handle is, and so on. You let me know a little bit about what we were going to look at, and this was the first thing that I picked out, was that he's got the 70s bull market as one big move. I consider either this one big move, or the 70s bull market two phases with a midterm correction. So have you got that other chart that you put together?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a 3237. So this is a couple of months ago?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, okay. I think April or May, I think. Yep. Okay.
So both these scales are logarithmic. Tell the viewers, the viewers have seen this before, but tell them what you've done here again.
Oh, absolutely. So basically we have the bull market in gold from the 1970s. That's in blue, and it's logarithmic. So you can see it went from $35 to almost $875, I believe $873. That was over the course of 10 years. And then I took in red the current bull market.
8.5 years, I believe. You've got it in 1970, but it really starts August of 71 is when it starts moving.
I see, yeah, from the bottom there. Sure, exactly. So, yeah, and then in red, I took the current bull market starting in late 1999, so call it roughly the year 2000, so we're about 25 years in. And that's overlaid on top of the blue, and you can see that, if you align the bottoms roughly the same and the peak of the first wave, they follow pretty nicely. And if the bull market we're in continues like the one in the 1970s ended, we're about to get a vertical move in gold up near the $9,000 per ounce level.
Yeah, I just want to point out that, the bull market of the 70s, deficit spending and the expansion of the currency supply and the national debt was constrained by gold. We were on the Bretton Woods system, and it was another phony baloney gold standard that had only dropped to about 8% gold backing. But it still put some constraint on how far beyond the national income they could spend. And once we went off of gold, there was no more constraint. And we've just gone totally insane, especially with the one big bad boondoggle, Bill. I believe the debt ceiling has now been raised to 41.1 trillion. 41.1 trillion. And this is a make-believe ceiling. When we get there, and we will, and we're going to get there a lot faster than the politicians are telling us, they'll just raise it again. That's what'll happen. And the gold stepping in and ultimately winning is what will eventually solve this problem, but it's going to come at the cost of a lot of pain to a lot of people, but a lot of winnings to precious metals investors.
Yes, exactly. So anyone holding precious metals will not only protect their purchasing power, they will increase it because of the situation we're in. So to me, that looks like the only solution: hold sound money.
Yep. Okay, I want to thank everybody for watching, and thank you, Alan, for putting together that presentation. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone. Invest and earn up to $2,000 in bonus silver at goldsilver.com. Visit goldsilver.com/free silver to claim your silver.